Hi everyone, my name's Tyler Shade. I'm the Executive Director over here at Family Promise of Northern Newcastle County. Thank you for hopping on this video with me today. Really appreciate it. I did want to take this opportunity to spend a little bit of time briefly talking about who Family Promise is, what we do, and why our services are necessary in the community. Family Promise of Northern Newcastle County is a 501c3 designated nonprofit that provides shelter and homelessness resources for families experiencing homelessness. We focus primarily on families because often families are one of the demographic groups that often fall through the cracks when it comes to homelessness. There's a lot of shelters out there, but really in Delaware and quite frankly across the nation, most shelters tend to be women only or men only, which is a great resource for individuals. However, when you're a family, it tends to be quite difficult. Lots of families often run into a situation where they're in a situation of homelessness and they reach out for assistance. But to receive that assistance, they either one, have to split up because maybe they're a mom and a dad and they can't go in a shelter together. Or there's also situations where you have a single mother, but her son is 13 years old and can't often be entered into women and children only shelters simply because of his age. So we exist so that families don't have to ask themselves that question. Do we need to split up to receive resources? Homelessness is already one of the toughest situations a family can ever face. I personally couldn't imagine how difficult that question would be for me if I had to think about it, thinking about me and my wife. So we exist so that no family ever has to ask themselves this question, so that every family in Delaware that needs help, that needs resources, they can turn to us. The 4 programs we operate, they are all targeted to affect families in their different situations of homelessness and in their different various challenges that they may be facing. We have the 4 programs because the families we're serving, they're all similar in that they're facing homelessness, but their situations of homelessness are often drastically different. So we have the 4 programs to ensure that no family at Family Promise falls through the cracks. We can help them no matter what their situation might be. Family Promise is quite an effective shelter, and one of the reasons we're so effective is because of the broad outpouring of community support that we receive. We're partnered with local congregations, businesses, and we have over 2,000 volunteers that help us on a day-to-day basis to ensure that the families we have, the families that we're serving, feel like part of the community. The families we serve here, they're not just numbers, this isn't just a transaction. The families that come to Family Promise, they're part of our community, and we're here to treat them as such. They're our friends, they're our neighbors, they're the families down the street. Family homelessness can quite frankly affect anybody, often folks that we never might think that it could affect. So we're here to do whatever we can. And as I mentioned, the community support that we have, because we have such great community support, we feel it here as a staff, but our families often feel it as well. One of the biggest things families that we assist say about Family Promise is that we treated them like family, and they felt like a person while they were here, which is what we strive to do every day. And because we strive to do that, because we treat people like people, we're one of the most effective shelters in Delaware. Over the last 3 years, we've served over 400 families comprised of over 1,400 adults and their children. And of the families we've served, over 82% ended up securing permanent housing in an average of just 44 days. So we're a shelter here to help families in any way we can. Anything we can do, we do it. And we're able to do that because of our community and the support we receive from everybody every day.